Hello GCC students, this is Dr. Kim, and in this video I'm going to teach you the steps for doing single replacement reactions. When you have a single replacement reaction, you usually identify it because there's a single metal by itself on the reactant or left side. So when you have a single metal by itself, the first thing we do is we go to the activity series on our periodic table. The activity series on our periodic table is a list of metals, and hydrogen is in there, and they're in order of activity. Lithium is the most active, followed by potassium, then barium, strontium, etc. And we go all the way to the end, we find gold. Gold is not very reactive, which is why it's good for making jewelry. So the closer we are to lithium, the more reactive we are and the more likely we are to be in a compound, meaning we want to be bonded with a friend. So lithium's kind of social. It likes to have friends around it more than any other metal atom or hydrogen. Gold, on the other hand, sits alone at a party. It's not very social. It would prefer just to sit by itself. So that's the first thing we do is we go to the activity series, we look up our two metals or hydrogen that are in the reaction, and we see who's more social. The more social atom should be bonded with a friend. If not, we will need to do a single switch. The second step is to write the product formulas based on that switch. Now you have to do your charges. So in the videos where I work out an example, pay attention. When we write the product formulas, we have to do our charges. You have to make the compound add up to 0. The third thing you do is the states. You identify your products if it's an element as solid, liquid, or gas. And if it's a compound, it's either insoluble or soluble based on our solubility rules. Solubility rules are at the bottom of the periodic table in the corner. Generally, the first column contains compounds that are soluble, unless there's a but. The but is the exceptions. In the second column, we have compounds that are generally insoluble, except if there's a but. And the but means those are actually soluble. So, of course, there's exceptions. Now, if we're looking up a compound, let's say we're looking up aluminum bromide. That means we're looking for aluminum or bromine, whichever one we come to first. So rule number 1 doesn't have aluminum or bromine. Rule number 2 and 3 doesn't either, but rule number 4 has Br. So that's the rule we stick with. We don't have to keep going to find aluminum. You go with the rule you come to first. So Br is first, Br is the rule. And we see that it's on the soluble side and it's not one of the buts. So aluminum bromide would be soluble. So you determine the states of your product, solid, liquid, gas, or aqueous. The last thing we do in a single replacement reaction is to balance. Now why don't you write these 4 steps down, and then we're going to look at several examples in the next videos. See you soon!